There's no Nike that has ever been created that rivals a Yeezy 350 for comfort. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Yes, my people, Big PROZECH back again, and you already know what it is, man. Your sneaker and lifestyle podcast, Kicks Chronicles. Once again, I'm your boy, Big PROZECH. Yeah, this mic is doing the madness today. Need to try and unhook it, but yeah, thank you very much for joining us. Whether it be the morning, the afternoon, or the evening, you are most certainly welcome, and I absolutely appreciate you for jumping on the pod. You get me? Really do appreciate it. I hope you're well. I hope your family are good. Hope everything's going well in the world of kicks and in your lives, you get me? We're doing a late one today. Sunday night, you get me? Dropping Monday morning. You know them ones burning the midnight oil and that. You get me? But we gotta stay consistent. We gotta keep on pushing out this content. Another busy week, man, but God is good. I want to appreciate everyone for jumping on the last pod. You get me? Few questions from the Kicks Chronicles community, and you thought, you know what? I thought that went down so well. I enjoyed that one so much. You get me? I thought, let's run it back. We've got a few more questions, and let's complete that circle, man. So we got a few more questions. You get me? And yeah, it's going to be a lovely episode still. I appreciate everyone that reached out in regards to me getting my account back on Instagram. PROZECH on Instagram. Yep, we are back in business. Had an interesting week this week as well because Instagram twice said that I violated community guidelines. You know when you've had your account hacked and the hackers have used your account to try and sell everyone Bitcoin, and then Instagram gets your account back, and then within a week of you having your account back, suspends your account for breaking community guidelines. You kind of like put two and two together and think, yeah, that doesn't make sense. Or it does make sense, really, but it doesn't make sense in the sense that they know the account was hacked, and anything that happened that was mad was probably due to the account being hacked. But with all of that being said, I had to go through all the rigmarole, doing a selfie video, sending my identification, boom, 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 to make sure it was me. But within a couple of minutes, it came back. And I think all of this stuff is AI bots or whatever. Just testing. I'm now a real person, which I am definitely. So yeah, interesting week. Work has been interesting. You get me? I got some interesting news, but that will come out during the pod. You get me? So make sure to stick around for that. But really, really exciting news. But you know what, man? As I said, we're doing a few more questions. Like, I got a mosquito bite, man. Summer's coming to an end and they blessed me with a mosquito bite on my forearm. It's necessary. You get me? But we're getting into these questions, man. Do you know what, yeah? Appreciate everyone that sent in questions. Appreciate everyone in general for just vibing and interacting with the pod, whether it be with me on social media, PROZECH. Now I've got the pro.zach as well, which is like my backup account. So obviously, if whatever account you sign into or whatever account you follow, I'm definitely sort of appreciate that. You get me, man? The love is the real. You get me? It's interesting having a backup account with like a lot less followers because, like, you know, those ones are real ones. You know, the people that sign up to your backup account, they're real ones. They're like, no, I got to stay connected with my man because he's one of my guys. You get me? Like, so that's another piece of love. You get me? Like, it's a beautiful thing, and it's like people you actually know as well, like through the content and through life. You get me? Like, so that's definitely a vibe. You get me? Like, that's not me telling everyone to go and jump onto that because the regular one is now back in business. You get me? But yeah, man, it is it's a nice vibe to feel like that kind of love. You get me? Like, it's definitely been an interesting couple of weeks, as you can say. But yeah, let's get into these questions, man, because I've got some really cool questions. First and foremost, the first question, I ain't gonna lie, it's quite cheeky. You get me, man? But let's go with it. First question up here is from sneakedin.official. That's the guys over at Sneaked In. They said, have you ever heard of lace handles? Right. And the reason why this is a cheeky question is because they know I've heard of lace handles because they sent me a a lace handle because that's what they sell. They sell lace handles. So yeah, it's very, very cheeky what they did. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get a little bit of free promotion. I don't have it to hand. If I had it to hand, I would have shown you. I think my daughter has been using it on her kicks because she loves the lace handles. You get me? Like, but yeah, they wanted a little bit of free promo. And you know what? Right? Sneaked in. You sneaked into the podcast with a beautiful question. You saw your opportunity and you jumped on it. And I respect that. I respect that. You get me, man? So you've got yourself a little bit of free promotion. So guys, if you like that sort of, if you prefer that look, yeah, where you don't have the lace tip showing, where it's just literally like the laces are hidden, right? Not on the front of the shoe, but just like any spare laces hidden once you tied the bow. There's no bow actually. It's all hidden behind the tongue, right? All in this sort of like lace blocky thing, right? If that's your vibe, hit up a Sneaked In. You get me? There you go. There's your plug. Clip it, man. Enjoy your life, man. You get me? Free promo. Don't say I'm not a man of the people, bro. I respect the game. I'm saying I respect the game, man. I'm out here hustling just like you, man. So yeah, I respect the game. I respect the game, man. Right? Yeah, man. It's definitely. Do you know what? It's a nice thing to know that there are people in the community, the sneaker community, the Kicks Chronicles community that really vibe with me and believe that, like, if I promote their thing, that it can somehow benefit their business. What an amazing feeling to know that you mentioned in a few words can actually benefit someone's business. And I don't know whether it's going to cause them to have one more sale, two more sales, 10 more sales. I don't know. And to be honest, I don't really care that much. The truth is, yeah, right, they cared enough to support my content, so I care enough to support them. You get me? Like, so it is what it is, man. But next time you're going to pay for it, respectfully. Shout out to LinkedIn, you get me? Oh, no, I said LinkedIn. Shout out to Sneaked In. Respectfully, yeah, no, we love that. We love that. We love that. No, it's a great question from a great company. And that leads me to another great question from a great man and actually a former guest. I'm talking about the one and only London Link, aka the official sneaker speaker. You get me? As I said, former guest, he one time sent in a question that I absolutely love. So let's go over it now. And it's something that I feel like will be the anchor of this show. I think this is going to be, this might even be the strap line. This might be the tagline. This might be the thumbnail, right? I'm talking about what is one sneaker rule you live by. One sneaker rule you live by. Now, that's what he asked, but I'm going to answer it this way. I've got about 3 or 4 sneaker rules that I live by. And these are just the ones that I can think of off the top of my head, right? But no, how many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I've got 5. Right? I've written them down. Right. So shout out to the official sneaker speaker. Make sure, and everyone that I mentioned, make sure to go hit them up. Make sure to go follow them on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, obviously YouTube. Make sure to go hit them up, man, because we all hustling out here, man. We're all trying our best to do what we can do. You get me, like. So yeah, what is one sneaker rule you live by? But I'm gonna give you 5 sneaker rules that I live by. You get me? Now, don't get me wrong. Rules is a bit tongue in cheek. Like, ain't nobody gonna die off of these rules. You get me? It's all taken with a pinch of salt. You get me? And there are always caveats and exceptions to the rule, depending on the kick. You get me? But for the most part, this is what PROZECH is living by. You get me? So first and foremost, 9 out of 10 times, right, I must relace the shoe. I must relace the shoe. The reason why I say I must relace the shoe is because I've got really wide feet. Right? I've got really wide feet. And because I've got really wide feet, big, thick boy ankles, like basically my ankles are non-existent because my legs are so thick and big, right? Don't nobody look at my legs when you come and see me. If I'm wearing shorts, don't look directly at my legs because they glisten in the sun. It's long, right? You'll lose your eyesight, right? Don't look at my legs and don't ever look at my ankles. Don't ever try it. You get me? Don't ever try. I'll know because they'll start vibrating. If you start looking at my ankles, they'll start vibrating. So never look at my ankle directly. You get me? But the truth is, yeah, because I've got wide feet, you get me? Shoes that come, whenever they come, they tend to be, like, especially Nikes, they tend to be done so tightly. Apart from Jordan 1s, which obviously history confirms and we all know that they always come unlaced, right? But most shoes come laced, come ready to wear out the box. I'm going to take all those laces out and I'm going to relace them. And I'm not talking about changing the laces. I'm just saying relace, as in relace with my appropriate level of width. And this is what I'm doing. I'm putting my foot in the shoe without the laces, then I'm lacing the shoe in as wide and as comfortable a fashion as I can, just so that I make this shoe. Because especially when you're talking about like a mesh style runner or something that's a little bit more sort of avant-garde, a little bit more loose, I don't need to have a loop at the end in terms of my laces. I can just let them bad boys fly. You get me? Because I like my lace debris. You get me, to fly a little bit. Like I got my better with it. I got my better with times to hand. I've been loving the shoe, been wearing the shoe a bunch since they come in. I like my lace debris just sort of hang a little bit. You get me? Have a little bit of fun. You get me? So yeah, that's something I definitely will do. I will definitely be relacing the shoes when I get them in hand. Another thing, right, is, and I will use this shoe actually. This is a good shoe for me to. I will use this for a few of my examples actually, because it's got 3 of the 5 things that I like on them, I think. Right. So number 1, I relace the shoe, which I've done on this. Number 2 is I lace my shoes outside in. And when I say outside in, it means like I take the lace debris and I don't go from inside the lace loop. I go from outside the lace loop in, right, out, and then outside the lace loop in. And so I kind of weave from outside. So you've got this pattern on the side of the shoe where you can, like, you don't see the shoe going in, you only see the shoe coming out. You only see the lace coming out, basically. I just prefer that. That's just a preference. It's not a big deal. It's just a preference. But I love it. I just think it makes the shoe look cool, especially with these types of laces. And I know obviously people that I listen to this can't see. I appreciate you. You get me? Just have to visualize using your mind and your powerful brains. You get me? But like, especially when these like, not super, super thick laces, but those standard laces that you get on a Jordan 1, right? That are kind of like nice and flat and really good quality. Like that, I love that. I love how it looks. So yeah, I got outside in, not inside out. You get me? And just try and visualize what I mean when I say that. Yeah, and I'll probably, when I do the post on Instagram, I'll give an example. Maybe me holding this shoe will be the thumbnail, actually. Maybe this will be the thumbnail, right? So maybe I should pose right now, right? So this is the thumbnail. Let me lower this a little bit. So this is going to be the thumbnail. Like, so everyone that's listening right now, you are listening to me do the thumbnail right now. This is the thumbnail. Amazing podcasting. This is podcasting at its very best, right? And obviously everyone that was just watching that, you just saw me look a bit like a donut, right? But that's what everyone on YouTube looks like, so that's cool. So yeah, outside in. The next one is, once again, I can use this shoe for that. 99 times out of 100, my laces will match my tongue. Very, very simple rule, but I feel elevates the shoe 1,000%. I don't get down with the contrast laces, right? I like my tongues, right? So on this particular shoe, so once again, Jordan 1 better with time, Jordan 1 low better with time. You've got a cell colored tongue. You've got cell colored laces. My tongue matches my laces. Boom. Let me get another example. Using the Jordan 1s because they're right to hand. Jordan 1, Lost and Found, Chicago's. Cell-colored tongue, cell-colored laces. Put that one back. I got one more. Jordan 1 bread, black tongue, black laces. You get me? It's very, very simple, right? I just feel it elevates the shoe. You're not adding a random break of color for no reason. Now, some people, especially on the Chicago, swear by black contrast laces. When I see that, I'm like, do your thing, my bro. But I'm crossing the street because I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't know where you stand. You get me? Like, so it is what it is. That's you and that's me. And we know who we are. But like, yeah, It don't mix. It don't go together. You get me? That's just me. Some people swear by the black laces in a Chicago. For me, that's a no-go area. So we don't go there. You get me? What else have you got? This thing is about laces, you know. Big man thing. This thing is about laces. One thing that you're not going to catch PROZECH doing, yeah, is having a pair of my shoes with one half of the pair, one shoe with one color lace and the other shoe with another color lace. Unless that's how the shoe was created, you're not gonna see Big Pro walking these deeper London streets with two colors of laces on his feet. It's just not gonna happen. In my mind, if you leave your yard with, especially on a Travis, because this is what, you know what I'm talking about. People out here rocking Travises. And by the way, yeah, do your thing and live your life. If that's what you want to do it, right? I'm talking about me. I'm just talking about me. Right? But in life, there are consequences, right? If you leave your yard, right? If you leave your yard wearing a pair of Travis Jordan 1 lows, because you know that's what it is, right? And there's one pink lace and one white lace, or one pink lace and one black lace, or one black lace and one white lace. But you should expect to be slide tackled in the middle of the street. You should expect that. You should be looking over your shoulder. You should be moving with one eye open. You should be doing it like with fear in your heart. Like your heart should be skipping a beat, because you know at a certain point you're gonna go across the road and Brum Breaker is gonna spear you out of them shoes. You should be expecting that. You should be expecting it. You get me? Like Carlito when he got speared out of his Jordan 11s. You should have expected that he was wearing contrast laces. Should have known that was going to happen. You get me? Should expect it. That being said, caveat: do your thing. Do your thing. Live your life. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your shoes. You paid for them, right? Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. There's no rules. There's no rules. You get me? This is just for me, right? And the last thing I will say, right? And this is an interesting rule because it doesn't really apply to majority issues, just a few, right? Like the undefeated or these have, but like I've got in my hand right now, for those that are listening, I've got the Air Hirachi, the Cortez Air Hirachi, the Onyx pair, right? If you get a shoe that comes with a swing tag, now unfortunately, especially Nike shoes nowadays, if a shoe comes with a swing tag, it's usually gonna be a plastic attachment for that swing tag. For me, if you got a swing tag and you want that swing tag to stay swinging, right, and you wear the shoe with it, I don't really have a problem with that. Some people love the swing tags and they want to rock the shoe with the swing tag. That's okay. Similar to if you've got a pair of Clarks and they got the fob on there, you can leave the fob on. That's your prerogative. It's your shoe. But my thing is, yeah, big man thing, me, right? If I'm leaving a tag on, it's got to be attached with a metal chain. Metal. Silver, gold, metal, not plastic. I can't have it just snapping off willy-nilly, especially like the undefeateds. How can you bring back an ultimate grail, right? And then let it have a plastic swing tag. Pull your finger out, Nike, man, and put some metal on that shoe, bro. We needed that. You get me? But it's cool. It's cool. If you don't want to rock, if you don't want to like purchase, I'm saying, because it's easier enough to get these off of Amazon or eBay or whatever, like these little, like Atachi little, like, because they're bare cheap as well. For me, that's a minor. That's a minor. Very, very minor. Not a big deal. You get me? If you're going to have a swing tag, let it be metal, right? I'm talking about the attachment. The swing tag itself doesn't have to be metal. That can be plastic. It's fine. I'm just talking about the attachment itself. You get me? Because if you leave a plastic, like, tag attachment thing on, it's susceptible to breakage. And if it breaks and you lose your tag, what a shame. You'll feel like a donut. Whereas at least with the metallic one, which don't get me wrong, could break as well, it's going to be a little bit more sturdy, a little bit stronger, and it's going to protect your investment. You get me? It's going to protect your investment. So let's think a little bit long term when it comes to these kicks. You get me? Like, so those are like 5 sneaker rules that I live by. Pretty much. You get me? Please, people, let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the reviews that you guys always do, right? Right, reviews, 5 stars, please. Right, the comments, whether it be on the YouTube or whether it be on the Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your podcasts. Yeah, man. Just let me know what your sneaker rules are. You get me? Let me know your sneaker rules. You get me? On Instagram, TikTok, let me know what your sneaker rules are, man. Let me know what your sneaker rules are. It'd be great to know what sneaker rules you live by, right? Now we're moving on to the next question. This is a nice one. Shout out to my boy, Ryan Kicks. I recently was on Instagram and I saw, now these are 2 former guests. I saw Ryan Kicks, right? My boy. And I saw man like Tuka Tech. You get me? Two legends of the game. You get me, man? One legendary beard as well, you get me? Ryan's a little bit of a rapper, you know. He's got a little bit of Slim Shadys about him, bro. He loves it. You get me? Air Max 90 guru, Ryan Kicks, you get me? Former guest of the pod. I saw that man did a little collabo. It's a beautiful thing to see. All the way down in Bristol. Shout out to all the whammers. You get me? We love it down there, bro. Need to get down to Bristol, man, to visit these, man. And shout out to Big Vinny as well. You get me? And the whole family. What was the question he asked? The question that Ryan asked was, you get me, what is the best casual sneaker? What is the best casual sneaker? Now, when he said casual sneaker, I wasn't sure whether he meant casual as in low-key, chilled out, or whatever, or smart casual. I know he didn't say smart casual, but like a shoe that you can dress up or a shoe that you can dress down. So I'm kind of taking it in 2 different directions. So for me, I personally think if you're talking a shoe that you can dress up and dress down, I think number 1 on that list for me is the Prada American Cup. This shoe has a lot of history in the streets in London, Southeast especially, but the whole of London really. The Prada American, and it's having a resurgence. The Prada American Cup is a very important shoe to us, right? It's an elegant, beautiful shoe, right? But still robust and strong, right? Because it's used on the sailing boats and the yachts and what have you. You get me? Like, so it's a very ambidextrous style shoe. You can do what you would need to do in it, if you understand what I mean, but you can also, with the patent leather and the mesh and stuff, it's still a fairly slick shoe. So I think, to me, like, if you're trying to dress it up a little bit, yeah, that's a nice shoe to rock. I would also throw in there the Mason Margiela replica. And that's obviously a replica of the original Adidas shoe as well. I can't remember what the Adidas shoe was actually called, but I know that End had a collaboration where they essentially like used that silhouette. I just forgot to get the name before we started. But the replica, the Mason Margiela replica, is a very clean shoe. Super, super clean shoe. And I'm not going like too like I know I said Prada, I Mason Margiela, man. I know I said that. So like I don't want to go too far into the sort of like luxury brands with this. You get me? Because that's a bit too easy. So let me bring it back a little bit, man, and let me talk about like one of the regular sports brands that we talk about. So in terms of like, for me, smart silhouettes, I've always found the smarter silhouettes to not be the lipped silhouettes. Those to me are not as smart. They always speak to me as being a bit more casual, right? So if I'm talking about smart silhouettes, I'm talking more along the lines of an Adidas Gazelle Samba or a Stan Smith. Those are smart kicks to me. Those are smart kicks, smart casuals. You get me? Different, little bit of a rounded edge on the toe box. You get me, man? Bit more of a shoe type vibe. But now if you want to flip that script and go straight casual, you're going to see a little bit of a different mode from Big Prosy. Because for me, probably the best casual kick is the Yeezy 350. And I'm not saying V2, because that's up there though. I'm just saying the Yeezy 350, the Genesis, where it started. I've got the Pirate Blacks right here. Like, it's a mesh upper, essentially, or sock upper, prime knit upper, and boost technology in the mid and outsole. You get me? TPU as well with the outsole. But it's that simple. Like, it's comfort on comfort. It's comfort squared. And the fact that it's sort of loose and unfinished and untied, and this is the best casual shoe, in my opinion. This is the best. I would love the Turtle Doves. You get me? So I'm out there. Another honorable mention for smart casual, the Calabasas joints. What is the actual name for the Calabasas joints? Because they actually sell them now. Let me try and get the name. So easy. Because it's a name that's on the tip of my tongue. Power Phase. Yes. The easy Power Phase, yes. But in general, the Power Phase collection, that's a very clean shoe. It's a very smart shoe. So we love the Power Phase. Right. But I would probably say in terms of like sort of casual shoes, the Yeezy 350, most mesh runners, just like that loose, casual feel. One thing that you're going to notice is I've not mentioned any Nikes. I've not mentioned any Nikes. And the reason is I feel like they're a little middle of the road when it comes to this. I don't feel like you get supreme comfort from a Nike like you did from, say, a Yeezy 350. There's no, in my opinion, this is my opinion only, there's no Nike that has ever been created that rivals a Yeezy 350 for comfort. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Some people might throw that. I mean, obviously the shoe was modeled on a Roche run, but I've had Roche runs. They're not as comfortable as this. They're just not, right? So let's just get that right. Right, they're just not as comfortable as that. They're good, but they're not as comfortable as that. So I'll just put a little bit more respect on the 350's name when it comes to elite level comfort and that sort of aesthetic that is super clean, super casual, just kind of unfinished, kind of laissez-faire, just kind of moving around. You get me? Flowy trousers, not super tight, nah, flowy trousers. We're grown and we're nice with it. You get me? Like, just be respectful. You get me? That's the kind of vibe I'm on. So Nike don't really do that, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong though. Honorable mention goes to the Jordan 1. I had to do it. The Jordan 1 is a super smart shoe. And from what I see and from what I know, anyone that wants to go up a little upper echelon, man, or they want to do something maybe like a little bit smart, usually it's going to be a Jordan 1 they're going to rock. Not a comfortable shoe to wear, but a smart shoe. So give a little bit of respect to the Jordan 1. You get me? Like, didn't nail me down on that one. It's too many nice shoes to name. Get me? But shout out to my brother Ryan. You get me? Now, the next question comes from, once again, another former guest, Shivani. In fact, Shivani had 2 questions, but I'm going to take them one at a time. So, Shivani, am I recording? I hope I'm recording. Yes, I am. That would be annoying, wouldn't it? Right. But yeah, let me get Shivani's question up. Shout out to Shivani. That is at underscore Shivani 29K. underscore on Instagram. Make sure to go show her so much love because she is such an amazing person. She's a beautiful person. She's a lovely girl, right? The question she's asking, if you saw her episodes, she gets deep real quick. So shout out to Shivani, man. So you know where we're about to go. You know, like, it's not going to be some happy-go-lucky thing. This is going to be some deep question. She said, how have sneakers shaped your journey in life? Shivani, chill out. Just take a day off, bro. Chill out, man, with these deeper questions. But you know what? I love you. You're an amazing person. And thank you for sending in some questions. I really do appreciate it. She's a legend. And you know what? I'm going to couple this with another question that I received previously from Charm416, where she says, what triggered your love for trainers? Was it trauma or treat? Right, so I'm going to kind of mash those guys together. So Shivani is saying what shaped your journey in life. So how have sneakers shaped your journey in life? And then coupled with how did you sort of, like, what triggered your love for kicks? Was it trauma or treat? And I'll say, for me, my love for kicks started from a place of lack. And I think a lot of people can resonate with that, especially if you grew up in Southeast London. You get me, to African parents or African parent. Shout out to the single parent households. You get me, man. I love and respect every single, bro. Like, I'm married and I have a child. I will never know how single parents do it. I will never know. I will never be able to understand how a single parent is able to work, provide, support, look after, like, teach, instruct, encourage a child, let alone children, and be sane. and be present and be good, like, and balanced mentally, like, without deep prayer. You get me? Like, from the whole village. You get me? Like, I don't know how it's possible, because yeah, even managing it with two is crazy. I'm talking with two parents. Managing one child with two parents takes a lot of effort, energy, and sacrifice. So doing it all on your own, man, all I can do is take my hat off, yeah, to every single parent, because my mother was a single parent. And like, I won't say that there was no help, because I had siblings that were a lot older than me that I'm sure helped my mum out. But for the most part, it was just us, man. For the most part, it was just us. You get me? But yeah, when you're living in that kind of environment where you don't have everything you would like, I think a couple of ways you can go. I think some people maybe go down the route of taking it when they probably don't deserve it or haven't earned it. And some people use that as fuel to get to work hard and to grow, and to maybe one day get to a position where they can sort of get that. And that's kind of where I went with it. So like, I feel like I feel like not having kicks, like, because I've always loved the aesthetic of shoes. I've always loved athletic shoes. Growing up, seeing like Ian Wright, Kevin Campbell, seeing Teddy Sheringham, you get me, like seeing like Tony Yeboah, like Brian Dean, you get me, like, my days, man, Alan Shearer, Steve McManaman, bro. You get me? Like, seeing these footballers, yeah. David Beckham. What a legend. Seeing these ballers, yeah, with amazing, like, technical ability, you get me? Like, and just thinking, like, I wish I could wear that kit, or I wish I could wear that training kit, or wear those boots, or wear those trainers, and just have access to that level of, like, coolness, like, in terms of the garms and in terms of the shoes. You get me? And you just grow up just wanting it and aspiring for it. You get that Little Woods catalogue coming to the house, that next catalogue coming to the house, and you see all the name brands in there. You see the Reebok Classic page, and you see the Nike page, and you see the Puma page, and you're like, I really want that. Adidas page, I really want that. Can't afford it. We're getting kicks from the market, Deptford Market, Elephant and Castle. You get me? We're getting them Reeboks. You get me? Like, and it's like, you got to do what you got to do. You might end up in Shoe Zone. Get me? Getting a little airborne kick. You get me? With an air bubble that's rock hard. With no bounce, bro. That's pure plastic, no rubber. You get me? Like, it's deeper. We've been there, man. We've been there. When you've lived through that, it builds in you that want and that desire to, when you get to a place where you can, you're gonna afford, or you're gonna try to afford. You get me? Like, and I think that's where that sort of hunger and that passion came from. You get me? I've always wanted to do well, like, or try to do well for myself and for my family. And I think it's important, like, when you have a passion like Kicks, that you don't allow your passion to actually be a hindrance to your family. I hope you man hear me. Because a lot of you man out here buying every single drop, and it's not necessary. Yeah? Let's be a little bit discerning. I think 2025 has taught us that there is such thing as having too much of a good thing. Some of us need to chill out, right? Because Nike they've taken the training wheels off. They've blown the door off the vault. They're sending out undefeateds, bro. This is the heavy guns. Like, we need to be the ones to look after ourselves. We need to be the ones to say, no, I've had enough. Yeah. We can't have one more shot. We need to say, I've had enough. I'm all right, Dave. No more for me. I'm cutting myself off. We need to have that level of discipline, because it ain't coming from Nike, I tell you that much. Shout out to Nike. I still want that sponsorship, respectfully. You get me, man? But we need to make sure that Kicks aren't flipping our money for our households and for our homes. Whether it be like your light bill, food bill, whatever, Kicks can't be the reason why you can't pay a bill. Kicks can't be the reason why you're not fulfilling your responsibilities. I always took it to be that this is a passion that I have, but my responsibility comes first. You get me? Like, and I'm answering the question in terms of how does it shape my life, because Kicks is an ultimate passion for me, but I have to be responsible. You get me? I have to be responsible. And you know what? I thank God that I'm able to enjoy a passion, enjoy my passion, and share it with people. You get me? And bring joy to people. You get me? Like, and in terms of shaping my life, I've been able to learn so many skills, not only through just collecting and curating shoes or whatever, but like jumping on, like being a podcaster, being a content creator. So it's like I've learned so much about myself, but I've also been able to learn so many skills. I've gained so many new skills and abilities that I never thought I'd have or use, right? The ability to edit content, create content, podcasting, graphic design. All of these things would not be there, right? Unless I wouldn't even know how to use a MacBook, bro. I was thinking, I'm never going to buy a Mac because I don't want to relearn it. I'm a Windows guy. I'm a Windows guy. Mate, I know I can jump all over a Mac, bro. I know exactly what I'm doing purely because of podcasting, purely because of Kicks. You get me? I'm very grateful to God because of the ability for me to be able to share my passion and that passion to be reciprocated by people of like mind without fear and judgment. We're all just here for a bit of fun. We're all just here to enjoy it and love our passion, man, and talk about our passion, man. And every week I jump on and we chat about, whether it be to a guest or whether it be just me and you chatting, and we're talking about what we love. And it's amazing. It's beautiful. You get me, man? And let me tell you, right? You don't know. Please allow me to be Uncle Pro for 1 second, yeah, right? You don't know when you lean into your passion, you don't know where it's going to end you up. You don't know where it's going to take you. You're just thinking, you know what, let me just give it a go. Let me just lean into my passion. Let me just share my passion with the world. You're just thinking along those lines, but doors will open. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. Now, I'm not telling you that bun all your responsibilities and just become a content creator. I'm not saying that. To like, listen, right? I'm saying, yeah, that you leaning into your gift, the God-given talent that you have, right? The abilities that you're discovering on a daily basis, you leaning into that, sharing your passion with the world, that's going to open doors that you never knew existed. I'm going to be real with you, yeah? Because I said I had some news for you. I'm going to just drop a little nugget and then we're going to move on. A couple of years ago, I had the opportunity to be in a sneaker documentary that is going to be on one of the largest media platforms in the world. Can't lie, the thing's coming out soon. You're going to see it. You're all going to see it by the grace of God, because Jesus will come back tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully you guys are going to see it, right? But just know this sneaker documentary has the likes of Skepta, Neymar, Joe LaPuma, Matt Welty, Brendan Dunn, not to mention Kish Cash, Franklin Boateng, George Sullivan as a Soul Supplier, Craig Mitch, shout out to Craig Mitch from Kick Game, and the one and only David Beckham is in this, bro. And also me, right? So let's get this straight. How have sneakers shaped my journey? Bro, I would not have been able to even be on the radar of anybody connected to anything like this if I hadn't picked up this microphone and jumped on a podcast, put it out on YouTube for 4, 5, 6 people to watch it or to listen to it, yeah? And then do it again. And then do it again. And then do it 100 times. And then do it 140 times. Because this is the 140th episode, right? So much so that somebody in production sees it and says, mate, we're doing a documentary about Kicks. Get that guy. He's a commentator on the culture, man. He knows what he's talking about. I don't know. He knows what he's talking about. At least he looks like he knows what he's talking about. Let's get him in. Let's see if he knows what he's talking about. And they did it, man. And I give all glory to God, man, because it's not me. It's not me. It's you, man, and it's God, because it's the support that you, man, are giving me, the encouragement that you guys are giving me, and God, you get me? I can't believe it. You get me? So I just want to encourage everybody, man. I said I'm being Uncle Pro for a second. I just want to encourage you, man. You have to start that journey, man. You have to post that thing. I know everyone's out there. It's like, post the content. It's real, bro. Just post it. Just see. Not all of us are going to become millionaires for content. Some of us will never earn a penny. That's okay. It's not really about that. That's not really what we're talking about. It's about the journey and it's about the passion. You get me? And like I said, Jesus could come back tomorrow. I don't want him to come back and see my hands empty. You get me? But even worse than that, Russia could drop a nuke on all of us, bro. And I don't ever want to feel like I never fulfilled my potential. So we need to do everything we can do while the sun is out and everything is working. You get me? And we're not in dire straits. We need to do everything we can to enjoy the life that God has given us, man. You get me? We need to literally squeeze out every little bit of talent that we have. Use all of it. Every single last drop. You get me? Don't leave nothing on the table because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. It's not promised. You get me, man? I'm going to jump off. I'm going to stop being Uncle Pro for a second. I rate and respect every single one of you, but sticking with me through that. You get me? Because every so often, Pro's got to do something like that. You get me? Man, God is good, man. And guys, I will give you more details about that documentary very, very soon. Obviously, you already know I can't talk too much about it because boom, boom, boom. But like, I ain't talking hypothetically. I've already seen it. It's like, I've already seen it. They've sent the preview. I've already seen it. Your boy's in there. And that's because of you. Obviously, it's because of God. Shout out to God, Jehovah Jireh. I'm talking about Jesus Christ. Yeah, shout out to him, because without Jesus, there's none of this happening. But it's your support as well. Absolutely. It's your support. It's your support. So that's coming soon. When it fully drops, you know I'm going to chat to you about it on the podcast. You get me? But this leads me to the last question of the night. Once again, I appreciate every single one of you for supporting. And as I said to you before, this is also from Shavani _Shavani K. The question goes, what's the most important part of being a sneakerhead? And now this, I was going to say this song, but this question is kind of cheeky because she's asking me this question because I asked her and every single one of my guests this question in every single one of my interviews, right? I end the interview and I said, what does being a sneakerhead mean to you? You understand? I asked that question. So she's asking me a question in a fancy way. She probably used ChatGPT or whatever to modify my question and ask it back to me. See what you did, Shavani. And I love it. I love it because you're amazing. Ultimately, you can have all the pet peeves and you can have all the quirks, the likes, the dislikes on how people tie their laces or contrast laces and have their shoes and don't have their shoes and tie up their shoes too tight, not have them tight enough. You can have all of these things going wrong, right? But in the end, all that matters is passion and love for kicks. That's what a sneakerhead is. Passion and love for kicks. It don't matter how many kicks you have. Right? Forget the numbers, forget grails, forget GRs, forget rollouts, and forget all of that. Media campaigns and gifting and non-gifting and like I'm saying, like forget all of it. None of it matters. Just love kicks. That's enough. Just love kicks. Just love sneakers. Just love trainers. Just love crepes. Just love Bugs. Shout out to Bugs because I love him because he's my man. Pause that. He's my guy. Is that a pause as well? I don't even know anymore. He's a very good friend and an amazing content creator. Make sure to go check out Books, especially on TikTok. He's killing the game. Well over 30K, killing the game, man. Just love kicks, man. Just love them. That's all that matters. In terms of being a sneakerhead, nothing else matters, bro. Just love kicks. It's not about how many you have. Forget the numbers. It's not about whether you've got Grails, whether you've got Travis Scotts, or whether you've got Off-Whites, or whether you've got X or Y or fragments. Or none of that matters. And truthfully, nobody really cares. And if someone cares so much about that, that they're willing to tell you that you're not a sneakerhead, that you're not, like, who cares, bro? That is literally invalid. We're big out here. We're too big to care about that kind of thing. Like, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It really don't matter. And you are what you say you are. If you love the kicks, if you're passionate about the culture, you are what you say you are. You are a sneakerhead. and I'm having nobody tell you anything different. Yeah, that's coming straight from the Comfort King, straight from the man of the people, straight from big Prosy. You get me, man, like Prozac. You get me, man. And that's it, man. Just love the kicks. That's enough. That's it. That's all that matters. You get me? Now, we've come to the end of the episode. If you want to ever get involved in Kicks Chronicles, if you want to ask a question, if you want to be a guest on Kicks Chronicles, all you have to do is very, very simple. Hit me up on kickschronicles@gmail.com or any of my socials. Prozac on everything. Yeah? Remember, 5 stars when you're doing your reviews. Because you always do reviews, right? 5 stars, please. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because that always really does help. It really, really helps. And guys, man, look after yourself. And until I see you, man, down the road, everybody stay blessed.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Kicks Chronicles. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, rate, review, and all that good stuff. And remember, full video version is available on YouTube, audio versions available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.